I still feel like it's a shame that I didn't keep the recordings for those, but can't change that now. I'm doing this one especially, and it would never be the same if I try and restream it and redo it, and that is a big time difference. Like, it would take me a while to go through all the original one again and voice the characters again and all of that, and then you wouldn't get the same reactions out of it, which is something where I go, okay, unfortunately you had to be there for that. There isn't a recording for it. But yeah, without further ado, let's go back into the Apollo Justice Trilogy, even though it kind of feels like that should just refer to the first game, and see what we're doing. I got my coffee, and I was sipping some wine with dinner earlier. But coffee's good for this. Yeah. I'm also in this tonight for, I want to do a really good chunk of the game. I might do it for a bit longer than normal. I'll see how I end up feeling. So the Rite of Turnabout, day 1, investigation day 1. I like how they have the little half translucent or whatever Spirit of Justice on the save. So do that for Dual Destinies and Apollo Justice there too, yeah. That's neat. Episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout.
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Alright. The 9th of May at 3:30 in the Arvo. The Temple. Of course, the bloomin' puns on names never stop. Can I wonder if I can boot someone from a Discord channel and... I'm not in it, hang on. If I can do that, yeah. Okay, I'll disconnect him. Because Lock-On seemed to have a whole heap of stuff in there for a while and it didn't change anyway. Focus on the stream. That's also why I do that. And I interrupted it just for some random thing. Anyway. Another fine day in the kingdom of Puhray. It's so peaceful here. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but yes, we should see Maya! Yes! Oh, I really want to see Maya. Once again, they've really teased it. This place is really starting to grow on me. Still. Gasp in pain, yeah. It sure was a rough start. Well, you did put yourself in that situation, Phoenix. Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya! Her long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright? Oh, Mr. Wright! I'll be your guide, yeah. Mr. Wright! Happy Iraqi! Hey, Albie. Happy Iraqi. And your blue bot get banned. Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Puhray. I don't know about that, but I guess all that practicing is paying off. Also, I love how he has the puppy now. Yay! Not stuck in the bag. Have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Korean. Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. Okay. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. This is only performed once a year. Oh, that must be the one Maya's doing, right? That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. Oh, she's in ascetic training, but she does still use her phone. Okay. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. Kira. I know, I thought of She-Ra for some reason, and then I haven't actually watched She-Ra, so I thought of He-Man because I know that's connected somehow. So I went Kira, and then the theme played in my head like Kira. Kira. Anyway, it's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Oh, interesting. So, the Kingdom of Puhray considers those that are from people that moved out of the kingdom and descendants of them foreigners as well. Good to know. Wow, that's really something. It really is. Having such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly. Yeah, I got the vibe. Who fought valiantly to what happens to the Kingdom of Puhray. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Alright, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Oh, the dog even sniffs when he looks in his bag. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the rite with this. An English guidebook. Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. Figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, that's her name on the back. Yes, there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Alright, it's in the court record. It'll be relevant. So let's have a squiz. Full moon. That's the general setup here. The ceremony ends with the rite of fire in which the priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. And then there's something about as Lady Kira, and the High Priest purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Okay. The purification rite is a 3-part ceremony held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony. Or Pony Pony. It begins with the transformation rite. The High Priest reads scripture, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense. Next is the rite of water, in which the priestess enters the spring dressed as Lady Kira, and the High Priest purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. The ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. Yeah, that's what I had before. The two then devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close 2 days later at noontime. That's a long ass rite. Okay. So basically the whole thing's a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year. Must be nice to be her. That must be Maya's note on there. That's hilarious. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. Yeah. I did see some things on Reddit where some people feel like the characters don't feel like they progressed enough. But I'm reserving judgment until I actually see and play through and do stuff, because this should be a lot more of a thing of, like, I didn't mind spoilers, like obviously Maya was going to come back when I was looking at it. That sort of thing. So I'll see. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. Yeah, just get an extra little jacket. Okay, any ideas what to do? I feel like I don't really need to do that, but should we cross all our T's and dot all our I's maybe? I should offer a prayer now and then, since they're letting me say here. Let's see. May there be a slightly softer futon tonight. And may tomorrow's breakfast be a little bigger. Wow, I'm impressed by your prayerful heart. Prayers at the heart of Kuranism, after all. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Oh, you don't know he went for a softer futon and more breakfast, so... Oh, thanks. Now I feel kind of bad. Oh, Phoenix. This is a really gorgeous spring. You have an excellent eye for beauty, sir. This is the guiding waters, the centerpiece of our temple tour. It's a sacred pathway for people's mitama, so you don't ever wade into it. Why? What would happen if I did? I don't think we should even be talking about this. Just don't go in it, okay? What's the worst that could happen? But we're okay for now, right? As long as we stay out of the water. Okay, so it kind of buys into the superstitions. What's that over there then? What are those buildings over there? Those are training halls. Monks continuously undergo rigorous training there, day in and day out. You could try it out for a day if you'd like. They do really interesting stuff, like meditating while standing on their heads. That's really okay, Albie. Thanks. Okay, I mean, I don't really need to ask him. There is some unique dialogue. I did see that in some Dual Destinies when you go and ask Pearly about what to do on that, but I'm not being too, but I'm not worried about it. We know where to go. And that's something maybe for people that want to delve into every single piece of unique dialogue they can get. No, I'm not too worried about that. The 9th of May, Plaza of Devotion. It's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Yeah, you should have brought a jacket, Phoenix. And worn some long johns, like, come on. But look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted. Right. Couldn't we just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This, too, is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up, at the end of those stairs, is the inner sanctum. Oh, this really does seem to mirror the Korean village. How there was a bridge in the Korean village to the inner sanctum there. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are! After all, Korean is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Koreanese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. When do you sleep? I know there's a certain aspect of prayer emotion where you pray while you're doing things, but you wouldn't be doing it consistently for 15 hours a day. Although this is an average, so there could be some people that don't pray at all, and then you get those priests that pray 24/7. Yeah, that's still a lot of prayer on average. But also it's said. I mean, this could just be he said it. What, for 15? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see, all the square flags around here, they're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, he's talking about these colourful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Bartleby. Maya should be here any minute now. Yes, Maya, finally. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveller. It's her. Yeah.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
And who might you be?
Oh, come on, Phoenix.
Maya?
Yes. Miss Maya, Haparaki. Haparaki, I'll be. And you, Mr. Wright, may the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. She definitely looks older. That's a good detail. It's like when they introduced Pearly. That was Your Destiny's. She looked older than the last time. I mean, she kind of had to because of the age. Now, Maya maybe not as close. No, it's good. You see the progression as far as growth. So if we, 28 now. Oh, the Korean channeling technique. We used to take on all sorts of cases together. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Hee hee, long time no see, Nick. Yeah, she couldn't resist it. Well, did I surprise you with my act? And they're playing the nostalgic theme. Tell me why. I can't unhear that the lyrics of that song, the melody of that song is so similar to Tell Me Why. I want it that way. Alright. Interesting, her 3D model. Okay. I'm noticing that her hair kind of disappears behind her eyes. I don't know. I feel like if a free game like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact can do the translucency thing, then they should have been able to. Anyway. It's a very minor graphical thing. It just kind of ruins the whole fringe part. Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Puhray village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time, but that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. Why can he hear her thoughts? This is a thing they've been doing since your Destiny, isn't it? Maybe it's because I've had a couple of weeks in between when I last played and now. But this comes up again where they're sort of breaking the fourth wall and co-narrating. Yeah, and it's going from between his thoughts and her saying it out loud. Just feels weird to me. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Co. law officers. Now she's here training to be the leader of Puhray village and the master of her craft. Apparently to become the master of the Puhray channeling technique, you have to train here in Puhray, since this is where the technique originated. Okay. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did. Bruh. That was what? Oh man, that was... Let me check that. And then Trials and Tribulation, you said. (2027) and 2018 or 2019 was the end of Trials and Tribulation, apparently. Very quickly Googling, trying to trust AI summaries for some year dates. So that is 10. Yeah, at least 8 years, and you learn absolutely nothing. Maybe it's enough I can comment to her, but from her, but why would you do that for 8 years if you're learning nothing from it? Because it was the end of Trials and Tribulations where she went to... We can allow this a little bit of grace and say maybe there was 1 or 2 years in the Korean village. And then she learned that she had to come here to the Kingdom of Korea to be able to complete her training. But that's still a long time. If we go this 5 years, that's still such a long time to go, oh, I learned nothing. Essentially. Wow. You haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? She wants burgers. She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I mean, yeah, you want the core of the character to remain the same, but as we continue on, we do want to see some growth in the character. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Let's chat to Maya, let's go. Hey, what happened, Nick? You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused, but you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty in any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. Look, for coming into a foreign country, not understanding their legal system at all, it was amazing. I need a blood and it's gonna hang. I think the main issue there is like he didn't understand the legal system. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep, I've completed the full 2 years. Oh, it's 2 years. Okay, let me get this straight for a minute. Phoenix was disbarred 8 years ago from this point in time. That means it was 9 years since it was trials and tribulations at least. If I'm remembering the time frame about right. That means there was 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 7 years where she did nothing. I mean, where she was in the Korean village and I don't know. The time gap feels like a stretch there. Like, obviously they're setting contact and stuff. I'm confused on the time frame a little bit. It feels like a stretch to me. Because I would imagine that this would have taken a lot longer. I mean, 2 years is still a fair bit of time. But this, if they'd made this longer, that would explain why she was away for a lot longer and didn't help Phoenix to get his attorney's badge back. It just feels odd to me that she wouldn't have done that. I can only go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year. But with a baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Okay, interesting. Well, you may not know all of their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. Bro, do you think after 2 years that you would not know their customs? Think, Phoenix, think. You bet, just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best lady hero guardian deity ever. I better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. Okay, before that, I need to present the attorney's badge. Oh, hey! Congrats on getting your badge back, Nick! Okay, so she knew it was disbarred. Hey, Lala, how are you doing? It's nice to see you actually talk again. Like, come into the chat again. I know I didn't reply to you, but it's been fairly busy since Thursday night. Thanks, Maya. Now you can get back to a life of bold-facedly bluffing the day away every day. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm doing fairly well. things happen. I was gonna run Star Wars TTRPG earlier that was gonna stream to YouTube, but then people ended up sick, not being able to make it, variety of reasons, so it didn't end up happening. It's a little bit disappointing, but it does make the day a little easier. As far as stuff goes, I mean, I'll be honest, like, I don't know if there is a benefit to posting a stream schedule at the end. Maybe there is. That's an idea to take on board. Then again, sometimes I change that for things happening during the week. Other stuff looks a little bit, you know, doesn't stand out for me. I don't really think I need a border around my webcam, especially since I'm using the green screen for half of it. Also, that I flipped this before and it didn't work. Hang on, let me just fix that. If I flip that now, it's not mirrored when I show stuff. And then I just gotta shift this over. This is a piece of art I got commissioned from a friend. And it includes a bunch of references and things to stuff I like. And things I've played a bit on stream. Like I played Stray, we've got the cat there, and that was one. Like, I like Cyberpunk, and it was a really cool game. I love Star Wars EU, so we've got Cure and Brentol there. We've also got the Talon Card ship. A bit of Aussie stuff. The Peanuts in reference to Spy Family, because I read the manga and really liked it. And then a few other things. But yeah, I wanted to do this because when I show things like a book I'm currently reading or something, now you can actually see it and read what it says rather than it being mirrored. I don't know why it went back. Maybe it's because it updated. Anyway. Yeah, so I probably won't commission anything at the moment. Because I think what I have works. But I think putting a stream schedule on my outro might work. But I need to work it around putting it on the sides. Because at the moment, I mean, I can show you what it looks like. It looks like this. So I could put it on the sides. Like maybe shift my camera over to one side and put a stream schedule on one side. I'll have a think about that. That's worth having a look at. Giving you the proper feedback there. But it's probably not something I would commission because I've already got my look that I like for most of this using this image. I'm used to gesturing to. Anyway. And that works for me. So I would just adjust, like, put a little visual of that. And I'm in Aussie time, so I'll probably make sure to put my local time zone, which is not the same for everyone. Like, pretty much all my viewers are in different time zones, so that is something that I haven't really tried to enforce as much. I'll see. Anyway, now I can go back here. That's not exactly why I returned to the courtroom, you know. Okay, cool. Oh, we can present this too. What if we present them? Hey, that's mine! Well, it was just sitting there in the temple's library, so I'll be sure to check it out for me. Hope it comes in handy then. Oh, and by the way, the Maya Library of Guidebooks has a $2 a day donation policy. I guess Oldby's entrepreneurial spirit is contagious. So yeah, at the moment, that's not something I would commission. I'm very happy with my logo as well. I don't have an issue with that. That's something I'm settled on fairly strongly. So logo stuff, I'm not really gonna commission at all. I've got... Oops. I have the Illustrator file. So, or... Actually, I have the, I've got a Photoshop file because I'm no longer paying for Illustrator. I'm not paying for Photoshop either, but don't tell Adobe that. I don't like how Adobe charges for the blooming cancellation fee. I've got the file so I can edit it slightly if I want to, but I think that works really well. In the center of the logo is the Orabesh for C, which is Callum's Cantina. Works really well for me. And then I can edit it to something else if I want. One person I was collabing with created an earlier version of the logo that I then edited to be the current version of the logo. Because he did graphic design a bit too. And then I did like that idea and I keep using it. And it's good. Anyway, I've gone on a tangent. Guardian deity. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Korea a long time ago. Oh, they show this visual. That's the visual of the dude that was attacking the guys. How's that gonna mean? Does he pretend to be Lady Kira? Wow, so she actually existed. And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. I should change the stream title because it was so early they put my in. I was worried they were going to put her later. Alright. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she is a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That's why... yeah. That sounds like something you'd be into. The Steel Samurai, perhaps? I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who attacks an evil with a wicked dagger? Right. Whatever floats your boat, even though he still watches all of the Steel Samurai that she sends him. I know what happens, Phoenix. I played the previous games. Still, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep. But there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more. The ride's popularity. So, why is this ride attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legends. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons left and right. Yeah, totally not a Yakuza reference, right? Because it's Yakuza like a dragon. Defiant Dragons? I see what you're doing there. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the Revolutionary Dirk, too. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now. Now that feels kind of weird. Had the escaped prisoner, theoretically it's the escaped prisoner, 201. But then there's a rebel hunter. I would think that the escaped prisoner would want to fight against the system more than help the system. It's a bit hard to swallow though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Oh, that's the dudes. Huh. Okay, so to note. Did not kill them. You know what it's gonna be. Maya just came back into town at the same time that this figure appeared. What if Maya is trying to be a vigilante? Someone murders someone, tries to blame it on Maya again. Bloomin' Maya defense case again. Please make it something different, because we've defended Maya enough, I feel like. Sightings of her go back about 2 years. But this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. Bruh, they said it was two. Is it back here enough? Yep, she's completed the full 2 years now. And sightings of her go back about 2 years. Dag nabbit, Maya. I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya. Straight up. Yeah, he's made the connection too. You mean like a cosplayer? Those rappers are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. Uh-huh. And you expect me to believe that you only learnt to sound like a nun when you were training for 2 years? I don't believe you. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume? Alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed a sacred robe or something. Uh-huh. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? She possibly could have learnt that in her training. The current channeling technique channels the spirit into her body, but if she can use her body as a conduit to put the spirit into something else. I don't know, I'm going out there with the ideas, but that's an idea too. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, she still does the puffy cheeks. So cute. You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your age since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Come on, let's see the drooping hair. We need to see the evidence. Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. And besides, it's so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I mean, after we literally did a case in Dual Destinies where they had the yokai village and then they thought it was a yokai and then it was some realistic type of more reality-based thing. You're not gonna pull that on me, Maya. I can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. Yeah, thanks, Phoenix. Let's add it in. But, Mr. Riot, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. The Kira bun? Oh yeah, not to mention the similarity here where I'm thinking of Death Note. Where Japanese killer would be pronounced Kira. To talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Mine, just admit it's you running around just as Lady Kira already. Phoenix is onto it. I guess the jig is up. Man, you kind of made me excited. And I'd hoped that I guessed wrong. But the evidence was there, I guess. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I. Lady Kira! After hundreds of years, I've returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the defiant dragons could see through my disguise. Okay, she's acting. Now, feel my wrath, oh warrior. Here! Oh! Now, Mr. Right. Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today. Well, there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I mean, we don't know what you've been doing these past 9 years, Maya. You could have learned, you could have trained to take them on, especially after being kidnapped. That could be a motivation for learning how to defend yourself. I don't know. That was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the right today. Ooh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Hang on. I want to look at this picture. Oh, there's more here. Lady Kira returns to battle rebels. The Lady Kira-like figure that appeared 2 years ago remains a mystery. Some town elders see her as Lady Kira in the flesh. Such rumors are fueling the enthusiasm for today's purification rite. The thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum to the plaza of devotion until yesterday has melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks for the blessings of the Holy Mother and Lady Kira. Happy Piraki! Escape prisoner alert! Police are asking the kingdom subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped from Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. Okay, so I feel like it can't be them because they were in the prison for longer. But they could take on the persona when they hear about the rumors. Alright. When Maria's starting to go, there's layers to it. I am surprised we can't see the picture again. Because the pictures have been important in previous cases. I'm more hyped about it now than I was already. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the ride, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya's also always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means that her training has been all for naught. I hope not. That's the thing. Phoenix is on my wavelength. Like, that long training to not really learn anything. Oh, it's Acolyte Zeh'lot. Yeah, okay, Zealot. Acolyte Zeh'lot. Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He was there the whole time. Of course. He's gonna be zealous. The way the legs are crossed looks weird. That's throwing me off now. Look at this. Hang on, I'm gonna bring it up bigger. This does not look natural. Whereas you can see on the other people that they have a more natural crossed legs, but that's weird. Anyway, that's probably not part of the case, but you know, it's just one of those things. You can't help thinking about the details. It's one of those little idiosyncrasies, or it's like, well, that makes him stand out as well. He's a disciple of the High Priest, Abbot Immi, and lives and trains at this house. Bro, the names keep punning. That's crazy. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? And without shoes on. Or gloves. I mean, some of the others don't have gloves, but with no shoes. Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot Immi! It's Abbot Immi! The purification rite is about to begin! So that is the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. Okay. It looks almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo is wearing. Yeah, that's why I thought we would be able to look at the photo in amongst this newspaper, but apparently not. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy him. Or taken it for a spin, you know. That happened before. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Okay. I wonder about those straps as well. They would drag on the ground and fray over time. Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles, then I bow forward. Youch! Great, now all I can see is the ground and my back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Well, wait a sec. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Bruh, you can't expect the non-priests to do this. Now that's 2 whole days. I don't feel so. Mr. Wright, are you okay? Are you okay, sir? So somebody help! So somebody help! So, right, Mr. Right, please, you have to get up. Wow. I guess he's not as young as he used to be. He used to be able to tank getting hit by a car and everything else, but bending over? No, man. He's gonna just pass out from that. Ouch, my aching. Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the path of devotion. I guess I passed out from that back pain. It's lingering from the bloom getting hit by a car. Also, who's that? I'm curious now. There's a picture right up there. I'm gonna bring it up a bit more. Oh, he just looks like a normal dude. That could be significant later, especially if we can look at it more. There's also the others here. Did we meet that guy? I'm having a moment trying to visualize the guy we met at the end of the last case that said they keep an eye on us. Probably is that dude and then one of the high priestesses. Alright. I guess if it's relevant, we will find out later. Why has it carried me all the way here? Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Oh, just followed me to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was past her. Right, if she is accused of a crime again... Miss Myers, she's been arrested! Oh my goodness. Hasn't she had enough of being arrested before for crimes? Well, what? Lock on you! We're back to Maya being arrested. What the hell? Oh man, I feel like they really should have gone in a different direction with it. I really wanted to, like, her first coming back especially, I really wanted it to be a thing of she could be a cool sidekick and had a lot more insight because of her training. I thought that could have been really cool. What's the sitch? Well, so far, we actually don't know much other than a prisoner escaped, which we can see here as the newspaper article about it. The opening cutscene had prisoner number 201 has escaped. So there's an escaped prisoner alert, and then he's apparently been attacking dudes. But we don't know anyone's murdered yet until just now, and then Maya's been accused because Phoenix passed out from back pain because he's old now. He can tank being hit by a car and everything, but bending over, so much back pain that he passes out. Alright, let's see. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. There she is. You can talk all you want back at the station. Well, let me go. Yeah, so far there's been mostly fluff and character things. So, other details is apparently it took 2 years for her course and training here at the Kingdom of Puhray, which leaves the other 7 years that she wasn't with Phoenix of like, what was she doing? I guess we may see more in Ace Attorney Investigations, but at the moment that's my question. Stuff. Maya! Nick! I didn't kill him! I swear I didn't! Quiet, you, and come along peacefully or suffer the consequences! Well, wait a second, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Hey, back off, officer. Oh, it's Emma! Wait, what's she doing here? Oh, he's asking the exact same thing. What? Hey, back off, officer. Emma Sky? What's she doing in Puhray? Also, she must have come over here not that long after the magical turnabout case. Because that was supposed to be... So, after the case that he first had in Korean, then we had the Trucy case, which had Emma Sky in it, and then after that she's somehow here. Edgeworth, I mean, I feel like Edgeworth is guaranteed to appear. I mean, you know as much as I do now. Because they just arrested her and accused her because Phoenix was passed out from back pain from bending over like all these dudes in the back. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it? The only criminal cutscene that we've had right at the start was someone dressed up as Lady Kira, so some of the context of that was given in here. And there was a dress of Lady Kira, which I really wish this newspaper actually showed the picture on it, because it doesn't. It would be a good example of it. And being a vigilante, essentially. Which apparently started occurring about 2 years ago. Which was a pretty obvious thing where Phoenix went, come on, Maya, just tell me you're the... Fine. She'd be the best chief prosecutor there is, yeah. Alright, yes, ma'am. Nick! Oh boy, here we go again. So, what are you doing in Korean, Emma? Thank you for asking, Phoenix. It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Korean, Mr. Wright? The same here. It's a long story, but we can get caught up later. No, it's a short story. Just say, I was here to visit Maya when she finished her training. One sentence. Summon me, yeah. Spirit channeling, activate! Right, now I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Oh, yeah, just before Phoenix blacked out, we saw the High Priest right there in front of us. With the big bells. Okay. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? Not Jesus. He won't rise again. Attorney's badge, let's go! Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance. Thanks, Emma, and congratulations to you too on becoming a forensic investigator. She hasn't said that yet. I guess the armband gives it away. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge for fingerprints. Or how about a luminol test on it? Okay, so that's why Pontius Pilate had an issue with Jesus, because he technically wasn't guilty, but Jesus kept getting sent back to Pontius Pilate by the priests that didn't like that he was calling himself the Son of God. And that's why he ended up crucifying him, is because it went on unlock. I don't know what to do to this guy. We've got Jesus, who by all accounts is not guilty. And we've got this criminal that's a murderer, Barabbas, if I remember right. Oh, Guitar Jesus. Yes, sorry. Hippie Jesus was guilty. No, my brain went straight to the actual Bible. But, yeah. Actual Jesus is an interesting case of legality because he technically wasn't really guilty of anything under Roman law. He was the... what was it now? Peace, love, and mercy. Peace, love, and Ace Attorney. Peace, love, and understanding. Was the... I'm just checking it. Because it wasn't exactly the chief priest. It was the... something else, wasn't it? Head monk, that's it. So I guess they're drawing a delineation between the chief priest and the head monk. The head priest and the head monk. Oh, how about we do a luminol test on? I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. Okay, so we've got this dude. Yeah, Phoenix did this and passed out from the back pain. He's old now. He is learning. I do like that they still keep... like, Phoenix feels, even though from his perspective, again, different enough from the experience that he's had. Yeah, any magic. And that's proven in there. Acolyte Zeh'lot is really in the zone. Oh, you mean the monk has been living at the victim's home? Oh, sus. Yeah, he hasn't moved a muscle, even though his teacher has been murdered. I guess he's so deep in prayer, he's not aware of what's going on around him. Bruh. Wow, even with the murder, all these people are still here praying. If someone do it, they wouldn't notice anything you did to them. You mean like taking their fingerprints? Huh? Oh, who would ever do such a thing or something like that? Emma, you didn't? Yeah, that's perfect though. You need, because he's been murdered, you need to take the fingerprints of everyone that was in the area. The seance was the recalling the memories. I'm sure we'll see that again soon. That's a befitting gate for the path to the inner sanctum. It's apparently considered a sacred object to the people of Puhray. I wasn't even allowed to dust the fingerprints. So even applying a little fingerprint dust to it would be sacrilegious. I guess so. But I applied some luminol on it instead when no one was looking. Yes, Emma! Sounds like an invitation for the Holy Mother to strike you down later, Emma. A legal wife. Olby said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Well, too late for that, Phoenix. Maya's got to be defended again. And we know that the only way she'll get off free is if you defend her. Because there's no other defense attorneys. Already, mate. She's 28. Oh my goodness, Maya's the same age as I am. Okay, I won't think about that too hard. And nothing else there. Let's talk to Ema. What happened? What happened, Ema? Please tell me everything you can. We only saw her briefly, and then she's already arrested. Oh my goodness. Well, basically, there was a murder during the ride as it was being performed last night. The victim is trust in me. Bruh. The high priest who was presiding over the riot. Trust in me. I can't say the last name any different, but I think Tarus would work. Bruh, these puns. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification, right? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. He knows. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I'd better take better care of it. The murder took place at the inner sanctum where the rite was being held. Same naming originality as you do, yeah. It fits the setting really well. But come on, some of them are very on the nose. The inner sanctum. Yeah, it's reminiscent of the case with Dahlia Phoenix. It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there. And up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Abbott, in me, and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Yeah. Is Abbott a title then? I would imagine. Since his actual name is Trust in Me. Oh. Yeah, Abbott and me and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of. So, who do you think killed the high priest? Unfortunately, Maya is a sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then, only the high priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right, plus the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. Yeah, but these dudes aren't noticing anything. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the high priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. Yeah, that already clears her of suspicion, right? Because if she killed him, she'd just come down and not tell them. She'd come up with some other alibi. Or reason why she wasn't there. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. At the crime scene. That's alright, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. I mean, we already knew this. There's no way she killed him. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. Well, this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again? I mean, we all called it since the first case. Didn't we? Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial, where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers are unwelcome. Ema. So what brings you here, Ema? Back in the US, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Puhray. Oh, so she's connecting it in with Sadmadi. Sadmadi? That's neat. They told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time. Yeah. Can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. There's been no police. There's just been the prosecutor getting evidence and using it against us. Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor is taking a liking to you, Ema. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder, he's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. Oh, so they travelled together, which means we might be going against somebody since Gasp and Pain was a tutorial prosecutor. Once again. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Tracy's case? Yes, he is. I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too? Yes, Prosecutor Sadmadi's already been assigned. Yup. Prosecutor Sadmadi? Paul Kunka! You know him, Alby? Of course, everyone in Kurin does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Sadmadi, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. But it's my job to, as a lawyer. All right, sorry. That's great. A prosecutor is also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial's shaping up to be even more uniquely Koreanese than the last one. Yeah, because Gasp and Pain was still a foreigner. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I better give it everything I've got. Now, this is interesting. Since Phoenix here would not have the support of the Mood Matrix or the Luring Gun, that brings him back to the old faithful present evidence, which is something I feel like some of the Mood Matrix statements could have been providing evidence to, but they were like, we need to use the Mood Matrix, so we're putting the Mood Matrix in it. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Ema. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sadmadi has mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? Gulp. It had come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Tracy in that last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can. But thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sadmadi sounds pretty strict. So, first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press is the High Priest's autopsy report. Nice! We have the autopsy report before the trial! Let's go! The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. Okay. 2 to 3 a.m. on the 10th of May. Okay. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's Warbard dagger. Yeah, war's bad, okay. So he made a dagger to say war's bad. Oh my goodness, this... Yeah. She's doing right, however. The dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Mo mentioned something about a dagger. He wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger. Right, whatever floats your boat. Now we see the picture again. Oh, your lock-on's still away. But, and isn't there Rebel Hunter posing as Lady Kira, also armed with a dagger? Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. Because I feel like this picture will be useful evidence. The part that I can see above the text anyway. Let's see here. So, oh, I have to go this way with them. We start here. That looks fine. I mean, it looks normal. See the dagger here. I guess there isn't a whole lot to glean from it. But to know. Oh, there were 3 dudes. I didn't notice that before. And there was a guard there, okay. And that picture will be saved in the folder I can open now, because then I've got it. Alright. Oh, did I read that out? Hang on a moment. I think I did. And isn't that Rebel Hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Assuming it's a her. Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Ema? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Ema, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then, leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Somebody and the police later. Thanks, Ema. Yeah, I've quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you, huh? Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? The customs of this rite require they not to move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Okay. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society. Oh. I'm sus on that dude. Anyway, okay. Anything else? I feel like we want to move to the inner sanctum from here. The 10th of May, inner sanctum. Oh. There's someone there. That's the priest lady. That's the priestess. It's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Who's that? This kind of looks like... Okay, but we're gonna examine everything else first, right? Oh, it's railroading us, okay. Excuse me. Yep, it's her. Oh. Rafa, that's her name. I've forgotten. Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are, barbed head? Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? The bells on her wrists reflect the bells on the high priest's ankles. I came to pray for the high priest's soul. What are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Craniism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet. You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. She still sore about that trial? Yeah, she's salty. It's just... Huh? Why do you keep looking your way? I was thinking about investigating the crime scene. Oh, so... That's neat dialogue. Well, you can do so later. You're speaking with me right now. As you wish, princess. Is that a Star Wars reference? I'll take it. I guess the investigation will have to wait until she's done talking with me, okay. Attorney's badge, present it. What is that, badgy bear? It's a sunflower pin. They're quite popular in my country. It is rather cute, I must say. Actually, it's just my attorney's badge. So you mean it would have actually been worth more as a cheap accessory? My profession is worth more than $1.20, you know. Okay. Investigating the incident. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So, can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony balonies. Now, I wonder if this is after we've disproved Gaspar Payne's as a prosecutor. Because he was... Yeah, we saw him. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. Seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise, thanks to that last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. Yeah. No defense. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so... What's this? You intend to make a mockery of a sacred hall of justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence, then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance? No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. But they were wrong. I still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh! I just had the most wonderful idea, barbed head. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? The most wonderful idea. So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds. Naturally, yeah, I thought it would come to that. She can watch us, that's fine. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? So I guess this works. Okay. If Maya was being our sidekick, there wouldn't be the sidekick position, but if Rafa sort of becomes the sidekick in lieu of Maya, and then she comes around to the way of thinking a bit more, that's not a bad thing. What? You want to follow me around the whole entire time? Of course, not that I want to, mind you. Silly Barker, not like I like you or anything. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? What was that, barbed head? Oh, no, it's nothing. Very well then, let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. But please don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, barbed head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Puhray. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. Well, she can leave, that's fine. Also, I just had the thought. The 3D modelling that they have is really detailed in some parts, but then it can't seem to do some fabrics as much justice. Like, I noticed the body part of hers doesn't look quite as good as the extra cloak on top, and especially the brooch and that. The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now, make haste so that we may leave here soon. I love how Phoenix and I are on the same wavelength for some things. Oh, and one more thing. What now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune, but this time my insight shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for defeat, most bitter lawyer. I will. Now can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Okay, let's poke. What are we looking at? Let's look at this mural first. What an amazing wall painting is this lady. So this is Lady Kira. With a purple cloak, not a black one. Interesting. Do you see that red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Koreanese. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. Okay, so the circle and squiggle and the two dots, death. Okay. Trying to remember that. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. Okay, so what did this dude's mark mean? Interesting. Come to think of it, you have marks on your face, but your benevolence. So did the High Priest. Yeah, thank you, Phoenix. The High Priest marks are those of a monk, while mine are of a royal priestess. All members of the Justice Trilogy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to their conditions, like status and age. Just Rafe is gonna be our sidekick now. because she wants to watch us like a hawk mainly. We're still investigating otherwise as far as the main details go. And there's the dot. Yeah. So he has the same dot that Sadmadi has. Okay. She's no Maya, but I am thinking that did they really just make Maya the accused to make space for Rafa to come in as the sidekick and then go, oh, maybe he's not so bad? Like, it feels a little bit forced for the meme and for that. And all the records about them are kept at Temple. So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Trust's autopsy report updated. Okay, so will that have... that? The mark on his face is one borne by all members of the Quranist clergy somewhere on their bodies. Records of who has what mark and where are kept at Temple. Okay. Yes, someone probably has a mark on their butt. Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger, the very same one she used in the rite. It is made to resemble a warbard. Warbad. Okay. The bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So that dagger is the weapon that took the High Priest's life. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask. I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant to this case. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I don't know how that cloak and mask... I guess the feathers on top is the only resemblance I see to the bird, really? I should definitely ask the priestess for more details later. Okay. The cloak and that there. If that's not dark purple, it's a lantern. It's still lit. Oh, that one. Of course it is. The sacred flames in the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately. So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were the only sources of light up here that night. The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because the moonlight is a purifying force. I see. No touching. I wasn't going to. Yeah, it's only the feathers out the top that I see as a resemblance to the bird. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Okay. The clothing's left there, which is interesting. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe? Oh, holy mother! Lady Kira's robe is... Did you really not notice that the whole time? It's pretty damn obvious. I know how you feel, but we should leave it as it is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile! This is the actual robe Lady Kira once wore. Serial nudist? It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe! It's a replica. That foul murderer shall not get away with this. It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kinda smells. How dare you insult such a sacred piece of clothing like that? It's the Tamu version of the outfit. No, I mean, it smells like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detected is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. Smells like incest! Oh no! If this still smells like incense now, the scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. Yeah, who smells like incense, Whoa, this is blood. No, they spilt red paint. Or they were having a meal and they spilt the tomato soup. This is a statue of a warbird. Warbird. One of them. The bird in which Lady Kira based her appearance. So seeing the clothing in the corner and that. She could have done better. Get good, Lady Kira. It really does. Look at all the sharp points on it. And all of this blood is from the high priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Really? You're just gonna make that assumption? So what I notice here, there's those little details, right, where the blood splatter does not look like it's, oh, someone hugged it and got blood on it, because if it did, there would be no blood on the wings, it would just be blood on those center parts. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. But there's no way Maya will be strong enough to deliver such a blow. Bro, you haven't actually met her for at least 2 years, probably more. It's been stained red by the high priest's blood. Oh, it's water. How does the chalk stay there if it's water? The springs there shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is a real deal? No, stop it. Stop at Phoenix. We know this doesn't work. 10 years? I was not... Yeah. No, but, as of Dual Destinies, they imply that they've been in communication by letters in between. So, I was not far off. I thought it was 9 years since the end of Trials and Tribulations. But 2 years is how long she said she was in the Kingdom of Puhray to do her course for more spiritual power and to be leader of Korean village. So that's what I was thinking of, because if she was still in the Korean village back in Japanifornia, he maybe visited her a couple of times or something. But nothing's ever stipulated unless something's said in investigations. But at the moment, we don't know from what I've played. Nah, that's crazy talk. Oh, there's this. A bloodstained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Koreanese, so I can't read a lick. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait. No, you can read the parts that are visible there. Come on. What is it? This stamp in the lower right is the mark of those insurgents. The Defiant Dragons. The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is there some kind of a connection between the High Priest and the rebels? She could have done a better job of reading that though. That seemed to say a lot more than she said. Or at least double the amount of what she said. Because I thought she's just that first line and then there's this whole bottom part. And it looks like that about does it for this area. Okay, there's the prayer cloths. This mountain face is like a towering wall. Okay, it's still a mountain face. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison way up there? Oh! That must be the prison that the prisoner escaped from in the opening cutscene. It is said that Lady Kira laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up. Let's be honest. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. Okay, so shift angle, what have we got here? Oh, it's really enclosed by a curtain. During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. Okay. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like a private bathroom. Indeed, so see to it that you keep it clean. Yeah, this is very much feeling like a parallel with the Dahlia case. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Eek! And what was that shrill scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice it till I was climbing up, but now I can see all the way down. I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Oh yeah, that could be notable. There's something hanging off the ritual curtain there. These look like there's prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags I have ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right, it's like they're one big banner now. How the prisoner escaped? He made a parachute out of the cloth that they gave them for the prayers? That's clever. There is something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. To the prison, right? It seems this piece is from a donation Abbott and me made at some point. Anything else they say about it? No, it's just a picture, okay. Oh, the glass is shattered on this one too. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to do that. Okay, we're here. I want to get that. I think I better go take a closer look, yeah. There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite. The day before the rite, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. Yeah. But broken glass. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that it be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look, you'll see. Snow has obviously been cleared away here and the lantern is broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one of this area here just in case. Yes, use the camera, that's a good use of it. Alright. Nothing else particularly interesting here. That's good, we have photographical evidence. What about this rock? This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. So it almost boggles the mind. And it almost looks like Genshin Impact. In leeway. Okay. Get down from there this instant. Right, sorry, I'll be right down. It looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than the top of that mountain. I see. Not a parachute. Or maybe a parachute, but if there's a line connecting the prayer flags between the two mountains, or there was a line, he could also zip line down there. I guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion are the only way up here. Statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. Okay. Oh, we get the close-up view. Nice. Look, the bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fellow. Are you the one who took it? Of course not. This statue's been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I were always treated like this. I don't think I'll find anything else of interest. Yeah, take a photo though, right? That should be part of the court record. Okay, now we can ask her about stuff. Maybe we can present things first. Adama for your thoughts. Right, get that thing away from me. Alright, I'll just put it away then. Who told you to put it away? How am I to inspect it if you do that? Keep it out, put it away. I wish she'd make up her mind. Okay, so that's the nothing to say text. I guess she won't have anything extra to say about the ones we found here because she would have popped up if so. This is a book from your land, is it not? Yes, it's a guidebook about Puhray that was written by people back home. Oh, so there are people in your homeland who know of our fair kingdom. Then I imagine it must say something about me in there, correct? Actually, yes, it says the dance of devotion is performed by an adorable little princess. How dare they write of me as though I were a child? Hey, I'm just reading what it says, though she does seem secretly pleased. Because you called her adorable. Okay, that's nothing. That stuff I feel like she would have piped up when we were talking, that would have been information. Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You ill-mannered! I am the Crown Princess of Puhray, and there's nothing I do not know. Uh-huh. No. Wait, what? Whoa, where'd she come from? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. They're telling her. Hey, no cheating. Silence, barbed head. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she? Your pocket internet? Oh yeah, she's Google. This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family. Okay, High Priest family. Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Abbot In-Me lived with his wife and his disciple, Acolyte Puhray Zeh'lot. Oh my goodness. Another pun name that's so over the head. Okay, praise a lot. His acolyte prays a lot. And here I thought the last part was Zeh'lot. But no, it's just Zeh'lot. And a young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in, as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. Here was the one who asked Maya to stand in. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. Okay. What have we got here? TV tropes. Once per episode. The running gag, yeah. So an event, instead of happening several times in one episode, happens one time in just about every episode of a show. Yeah. I've noticed that with different things, like usually it's a more formulaic one where yes, you will notice that. Oh, but one more thing before he goes. That's Columbo in every episode I've watched so far is usually it's with the killer as well. He will be talking to them, go to leave, and then stop for a moment and go, one more thing. And yeah, picture. The stepladder stuff. Running gags. And that. And I feel like this is theoretically one episode is one case, because they do call them episodes as well. That's the thing. I think when they're more subtle about it, it shines. It's a bit better. I don't think I even got all of them. Let me have a look. Because there was achievement for getting all of the stepladder gags. I also need to... Yeah, there was some achievements I missed from when I played through it the first time. Yeah, get every ladder versus stepladder conversation... Oh, you can't see it. Is one of the achievements I didn't get. So there's a few that I might replay at one point to just get the rest of these as well and re-experience it. We do need a recurring... It's an idiosyncrasy that becomes like a running gag. Alright, we'll see. Because this is the first time she's sort of becoming the sidekick as such. For those descendant of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? But when they're playing the role, they're not actually in battle, they're just playing the role. So I don't... yeah, okay. I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zeh'lot later too. Lady Kira. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever happened to you need but ask? Naina! Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. But unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. Ha! Are we getting to the deeper lore here? However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger. A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Okay, so my initial thought was it's a bit like how she doesn't seem to be able to channel spirits in the same way that Maya can. She can do the seance. Maya physically has the spirit possess her as such. And that two different branches of the family. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by that insurgent Dirk. I mean, Monkey D. Dragon, Defiant Dragons. So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbird. Warbird. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Puhray. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I've heard about her, but I've yet to ascertain the truth. I've heard about her, but I've yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Princess Rafa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? I mean, she hasn't known other things. Yeah, it's very familiar. That about does it for the Inner Sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Ema know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Okay. Alright. Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this. This level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Yeah, they need better hobbies. Now, to find Ema. Huh? You there, wait! I want to ask you something. Okay. Why does he have a piano scarf? Do you know me? And do I know you? Oh, well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No! I want to know if you know who I am. How should I know? I've never seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little more, just in case he's connected to this case Harry and Stash, who are you? Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Phew, I thought he was gonna pull a weapon on me. Okay, he's just got an infinite supply of lizards on sticks to munch on. But he's just pulling some snack out, one after another. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I know it's something important. Do you know this man or something, a barbed head? No, I just said I'd never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know of Lady Kira? Then you are Chinese, I take it? Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? Why didn't he notice before? What, you want one? Anyone outside of the Kingdom of Puhray, basically. No thanks, I just ate. Oh, now remember, get a load of this. Well, what are you on about, dude? Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. Again, you boss. It does look like that, doesn't it? No good, huh? I guess I'll try somebody else. So who was that man and what did he want, barbed head? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright, what? No, that wouldn't be her. What now? Oh. Hey, Mr. Wright, what's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh, no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the Inner Sanctum approved. Well, it was fine. Prosecutor Submody gave me his okay straight away. He seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. He said you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. And that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol testing floor. This actually might be come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks, all of this will definitely come in handy. I still don't know how they got the chalk to float in water. The chalk line, not just the chalk. So this is what the High Priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took of at the crime scene. Yeah. Oh, yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I mean, this is just another day in the life of being with Phoenix Wright for her. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Yeah. Oh shoot, look at that time. I have to get going. You sure seem busy. That's because His Ephemeral Holiness is a real slave driver. His Ephemeral Holiness? Prosecutor Samadi. He's like the world's hardest riddle, wrapped in a flowy sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? Like he'll ask the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. just like old times. Matt Phoenix accused of murder. This prosecutor somebody sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. The Snackoos! Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was the glimmerous fop. The Snackoos is one of those running gags with her. In this trilogy anyway. And now I'm finally rid of that grating, bling-loving Europhile. I get this guy. Oh no, now I'm really going to be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. See you later. I'll see you later. He makes her listen to sutras. Sounds like he has got it pretty rough too. And the Kama Sutra. I mean, it's more than one sutra, so it has to be in there somewhere. She does not appreciate Prosecutor Samari's sutras. What ingratitude! It appears that she, too, is lacking in religious devotion. You're so up yourself. Just take the stick out of your bum for a moment. I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Cronus. Well, what will she say about them? They're still praying? Now that's really something. It's called the absolute devotion to Lady Kira. But you don't have to pray to her, to your benevolence. Our customs dictate that I must never associate with Lady Kira in any way. That's just dumb. Why? Instead, it is my duty to offer my prayers and dance to the Holy Mother every day. So if we run with the idea that Mai isn't the one dressing up as Lady Kira and being a vigilante, maybe Rafa. Oh, we still got question mark on here. Can't see his face on account of his beard. Pretty sus, yeah. And there's praise a lot. Okay. Why don't you try offering up a dance or two? I think you'll find it quite uplifting. He is doing a Columbo for sure. But why don't you try offering up a dance or two? I think you'll find it quite uplifting. No thanks, I'm good. My back's bad enough. All bending over caused me to pass out. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a dance. You can see the inspiration here. He really is. Alright, detention center. Oh, this is the first time we've seen the Korean detention center as well. It's very different. Nick, I knew you'd come. Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up? It wasn't me, but no one will believe me. I I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this? And so far from home. I know, this country just seems overall worse. But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is all my fault. I always get accused of murder. This even happened during my training. I got accused of murder like 3 or 4 times while I was in training for 2 years. I just can't help it. I mean, you came to Korean just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens. It's just back to the old times. I haven't seen this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect by now. Oh no, he's calling her out. It's self-aware. I guess you're right. And you say me each and every time. Yep, so just tell me everything you can and let's go from there. Barbed head. Stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true import. We know she's a murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence, what brings the royal princess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. She just decided that arbitrarily as well. Now, out with it. Confess your crime. Confess to your crime. But please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch or 3? Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. Attorney's badge! Oh, hey! Oh, she's doing the same thing as earlier. Okay, yeah. Same thing as earlier. But we see the animations a different thing, okay. Let's ask her and then see. The incident. I didn't kill the high priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbott in me was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life. Oh, do you not like burgers anymore, Maya? It's like they were her family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. What? Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge? Oh, well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really, really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Abbott in me was, you know... You suddenly got sleepy? So then you didn't actually see the high priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but... If I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then... No. What was all your training for if you can get possessed by some crazy spirit? What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Be honest, or what you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige. And no, it's not like that at all. I'm training to become the master of the Puhray channeling technique. A neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rafer seems to really hate fakers. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafer know. Your benevolence, I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because she can already Ah, wait, Nick! What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? Can I talk to you for a second? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. And we've already pretty much given it away. If Rafer doesn't know from me saying that, and from Phoenix saying that, then she's gonna be dumb as bricks. But why? What? Why? I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What is all that whispering about over there? Oh, it's nothing really. I'll have to ask you about this later when Princess Rafer's not around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick? Yes? About Abbot Imley's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? What did you notice? So what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but why don't you let me be the judge of that? I mean, she should trust him by now anyway. Okay, so you know that spring? The spring, you mean the pool in front of the Wabard statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. I want to say dark red, I mean blood red. So Maya, do you mean before or after the High Priest was murdered? Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too. It did? Yeah, the High Priest's blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, this is the clarification. The spring was red before he was killed. Well, what? Wait, so it was already red even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? Oh, so she wants to keep the spirit channeling technique a secret. So in this, will she channel the spirit of Lady Kira at one point? Because the spring turning red was a sign of Lady Kira's return. The spring turned red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyway. Hold on. Yes, there is a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off of the water. I don't think that was it, though. An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Okay, it's got the statement. Nick? Alright, we're going to check the statement. Okay, it's only that it was read before. Okay. Yes. So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence, like she's worried what Rafa will think. There's something I want to show you. There is. I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to. Is this a letter? It's in Chinese. See that stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? Yes. I already forgot who had it before. Oh yeah, that's the symbol that was on the mask. One more thing before I forget. That's a secret. It's always a Columbo episode. This red stamp here. It's little details, you know. Kind of funny, and we notice that this stamp has the same symbol that's on the mask. That's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. It looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. But why? This is... What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning. Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever is pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah. There was the, It's the classic one where they cut the pieces out of the magazine and stuck it on a piece of paper. It was a similar style when there was a letter in one of the episodes I watched. Which one was it again? When the ransom note was sent for the wife that killed her husband, that then she faked the ransom by sending that letter to herself. Same sort of setup with the cut the letters out of the magazine and stick them on. Yeah, whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring him, yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. Nick, do you think... Wait. Hold on a moment. You got a light? See, there's a whole heap of running gags with Columbo. He always asks for a match or a lighter to light his cigar. He has his cigar. He is asking his questions and then almost leaving and then going one more thing. That sort of stuff. First, there's that ancient legend. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Now there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbar dagger being eyed as a murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed a sacred robe or something. Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest? This can work when we think about the spirit channeling that Maya does. Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday! I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. 1,000 of my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm going to keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was a boring one because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have. She referenced it again. I think you mean ladder, Maya. Let's go! Keeping it real. So what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? The Mad Lads did it. Let's go. Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers? Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Abbott in me was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop. That's the best you can come up with. The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom. And it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest. I guess it's only natural for Princess Rafer to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. A duty had look. If she was allowed to continue, that would be in there. Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification rite in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Alright, that's a very Columbo answer as well, isn't it? Now I think about it. It's from starting to watch Columbo and seeing a couple of episodes earlier. They ask a question and he goes, oh, well, I haven't figured that out yet. Still, if this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, they might have killed the High Priest after he ignored their warning. Yeah, you big dummy, you can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. Which episode was the last one I watched? I think it's 6. Let me check the episode list. One, two, yeah, there's that. It was the one where the killer was gonna bloom and seduce the witness. There was a young lady that was a widow. That was weird. Yeah, I was noticing, especially in the last episode, the blocking was really good as well. With how the position of the characters would change depending on the conversation and that. Yeah, the General Hollister. When she saw the shooting when she was sailing with her mum. It was you who forged that warning letter. Why? You are trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Can he be more obvious? I know. And she didn't even pick up on it. Man, I actually thought he was... Side note, I actually thought he was going to kill her earlier when she was out on the yacht. But that probably would have been too easy to connect in. I'm surprised he went as far as he did with her, instead of just taking her out of the picture, creating an alibi for himself with the night that he was at the show. Anyway. Oh, he found me because I said that he shot someone. It's totally not because he wants to shut me up that he's taking me out. Oh, I love older men. Admit it. Did I read that out? Yeah. No, I'd never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Also, wait, that's 2 episodes in a row where they had an older guy in love with a younger girl or vice versa. Because the episode before was the older guy and then his missus was killed. And then this one was that the older guy trying to seduce the younger witness. Anyway, just noticing it. Let's try to remain rational about this. Maya, did you show that letter to the police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. They do get variants in the writing. Yeah. So far, they've had a good variance in the stories. I just noticed a similarity, like they must have... That is different enough between episodes, but back to back was noticeable. Wait, what are... There are a number of places on this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. After these were placed, okay. Are these supposed to be some sort of a message too? Not that we'd be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Yeah, if we had a Kurani's dictionary, we might be able to figure that out. Alright, accused, I'll wrap it up. I guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. Maya. She's doing it to save us from the whole law thing, to stop us from getting the same punishment she would get. But, you know, Phoenix will do it anyway. Well, what are you talking about? It's just, you know, that they have that Defense Culpability Act here in Korean, right? Yeah. She said it every single time. She doesn't want it, want us to be in trouble because of her. Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal. Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know. Well, Maya has watched Wizard of Oz. Confirmed. True, but I've been through one trial here already. So I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one, no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. I just don't want you to die. You that dumb Phoenix? We've always won because of your faith in me. That's right, so it's all aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. Yeah, every single time. Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge. You'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait, don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know. I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead. But given the use of the Warbar dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is go someplace where locals like to gather. So what I'm thinking at the moment, right, is he was imprisoned. The one name he goes on is who donates to the prison, the Sacred Prayer cloths, which were donated by the victim. And so he's the first target to kill. Sounds good. Let's go to the brothel. Wait, will she say anything else about the letter here? Why is that warning letter comprised of paper cutouts? Probably because the author wanted to hide their identity. It's not a common technique these days, what with the spread of computers and printers. But we have such modern conveniences here in Korean too. I'm sure you do, not that I've ever actually seen any of them. Okay, so we're going a little bit more old school as well. The bazaar, sure. I guess the bazaar is as good a place to start as any. Now, who should I? I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is. Oh boy, she's dumb. No, I guess not dumb, but naive and conceited. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. Mr. Wright. That sounds like... Mr. Wright, yeah. Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? Paul Conker, your benevolence. You mustn't trust in lawyers, you... Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, Albie? Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep. I wish you'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash. But please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry for forgiving my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Ooh. Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunk into the ground. She must really feel responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Alright. So what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she's a modern-day Lady Kira. So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently, what with that jailbreaking stuff. I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon. Escaped prisoner? Yeah. Look, it's also in the paper, bro. Pay attention. Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured. So there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news. Yes, but the modern day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes some big scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, that's not exactly something just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. And what about that escaped prisoner, Albie? Yeah, what about them? So what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like? They say he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man. Dirk, as in the leader of that rebel group. Yes, the escapee serves that dreadful master of the Defiant Dragons. They say the prisoner is a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumour has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. He sounds like a really dangerous man. He is, but the police still can't find him even after an exhaustive search. Wait, I remember hearing about a prison. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison way up there. Yeah. The prison is at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How did he even break out? No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident? Ooh. What was that about a terrible incident, Olby? It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. Oh, okay. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it. The previous queen was assassinated? That's kind of unsettling. Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen. Only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that. They really take their queen seriously here, like God-worshipping level serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. These Defiant Dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next. So that's why the people of Korean are so afraid of that escapee. And that's why they want the rebel hunter to take him out, along with the other rebels. Yeah. So, is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter Lady Kira, Albie? I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here. What is it? Shardo found it. Why, that's the warbard arrow. Feeling better now, your benevolence? There's no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I'm the Crown Princess of Puhray. Now, let me see that, boy. Yeah, yes, your benevolence. It looked very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. Hell be your next gold. His cousin. Oh, that's great. Oh, your next guide. Oh, right, not gold guide. Iron elf, yeah. A three-pronged arrow. I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Childo find it, Albie? Near Abbot Inme's house. Near the victim's house. Something tells me I better look into this. Or barred arrow. Okay. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house? Yes, of course. Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the purification run. I should probably talk to her too. Yeah, okay, let's go. In a minute. I need to go to the toilet again. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. There goes that guy's house. Perfect timing. Whoa, that's a big one. ASMR streaming. That's good timing.
Let's get out of here.
Funny. More's gonna come of that. For sure. There goes Buddy Boy and Ellie ship. The ship has sunk. Hiya, Buddy. Hi, Kim. You ready? Let's go. I don't remember all the words, but I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in classic. It's fantastic. You can touch my hair. Undress me anywhere. Imagination, love is your creation. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Oh, yeah. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Bobby. More money. Money, money, money. Must be funny in a rich man's world. Alright, let's have a look-see. High Priest's house. Oh, the chat's reconnecting for some reason. I'll reload the chat. tab. Okay, yep, that's fine. Alright, High Priest's house. So this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute, this is where they brought me when my back gave out, yeah. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. I am wondering if they'll actually show her pregnant or is earlier. Oh. That's a poster there that's worth looking at. Excuse me. Okay, not really. That's alright. Believe? Oh my goodness, her full name will be Believe in Me. I just can't with all of these puns. Why? It's just so many. Every single name is a pun now. Like Maya Fey is not as obvious a pun anyway. Yes, may I help you? I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you her? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Believe. Oh my, your benevolence. Please, a bit ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband, and you have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes, what's that? Oh, of course. She's got a Megatama as well. Yep, believe in me. She's talking with his funeral picture. My husband, too, is allotted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. Oh boy. You can speak with Abbot in me? No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait till later, dear. She's definitely speaking with him. So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I'm watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours? So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Abbot Inmi and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Puhray. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the warbard arrow that I'll be found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while? Barbed head, have you not been listening to a word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind. Please let me talk to my husband about this. Yes, I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me. But what the heck were they even talking about? I know. You have but poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. Ugh. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mrs. In me. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do, but I'm also desperate for information. So, what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you do not touch anything you should not. Guess I should watch what I touch then, just in case Princess Rafer gets mad at me. I don't care if she gets mad. She can get as mad as she wants. On the bag behind my head! It's the Seal Samurai! Look at this. Absolute Steel Samurai merch. Let's go. Brilliant. Okay. That's the one we're gonna look at first. There's a Steel Samurai patch on this bag. Guess the bag must be Maya's. She probably left it here while she was performing that rite. Oh, I can't look at this poster as much, can I? Or is that it? Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escapee everyone was talking about. Okay, that is it. It's weird it didn't trigger it down further, but... What? Let me see that. Okay, that's how it looks like. That's Arabal. Senior member of insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of that's bad. Is that the pun they're trying to do? That's Arabal. Arabal, I guess. Foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military. Oh, yeah, paratrooper of a foreign land. They don't say where. His appearance alone exudes a menace. He must be captured at once. Okay, he mentions a sizable reward. Is something wrong? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Naina has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value their people come to ruin. As Crown Princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. How about sending some of that kindness this way? Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and pay taxes to a kingdom, that is. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Hey. This game was kind of like checkers or chess. You mean to say you have never heard of Cachudemal? I have heard people describe it as Chinese chess. So two players take turns moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other's king? Not quite. In Cachudemal, it's catch them all. Capture them all. Capture them all. Capture them all. The object is the utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special moves? This sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. Oh, I can't suss out that picture. These pictures? Yeah, I can a bit. Okay, those things. Is that the picture or the ball? Is this a piece of art of some sort? What a beautiful orb. Is something the matter? Bobbed head, take one step back. Okay, done. Did you spot something? Yes. Your dismal reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty. Did you have to put it like that, your benevolence? Apparently she did. But what is this scary looking spiky thing? It is a floor cushion for heightening the practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Korean who would not recognize this. A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this? How else would you suggest it be used? It's like a torture device to me. Yeah, why would you willingly sit on that? This looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in a row near the top. Now, where have I seen holes like these before? Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do. It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read? You are even more pitiful than I had thought. Because it's in a different language and it's all moon runes. Come on, Rafa. But thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. Guess I should have studied some Koreanese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest, huh? But it's empty. Still, there's something about it. I'd better hang on to it. It matches with the letter. So that could be important because that means he got the letter before... Oh, I see. If you fold that up lengthwise, put it in the envelope. It must have come in... It was attached to the end of the arrow. Okay. What show is this? I didn't know I'd turn the telly on. It is the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm. It is based on Lady Kira and is the #1 action hero show in Korean. That's a remix Steel Samurai theme. Dun, 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 dun. It's the local knockoff of the Steel Samurai, isn't it? The Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm. Yes, it is an entirely original show, other than the music, created right here in our kingdom. I'm not so sure about its originality, given its overall look and that theme song. Yes, Phoenix is calling it out. Is something the matter? Well, it's just we have an action hero show back home that is really similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya is so into Lady Kira. Nice, that's good to know, Astro Dude. Hello. I was just jamming to the Steel Samurai thing because it's been so long since I found it in the game last. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one from Maya's favourite show, but legally distinct very slightly. Oh, that's great. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, I forgot the subtitle. I just remember the Steel Samurai. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. I wonder what the Japanese said for the location. Anyway, set in a city known as Neo Old Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in mortal combat against his nemesis, the evil magistrate. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I've known her. The Plumed Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plumed Punisher originated here in Korean. Is a clear barbed head? Yeah, you have to ruin the fun, don't you? The theme stopped when you said that, Rafer. Yeah, yes, your benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. Okay. A poster of the mountains. Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against those other towering peaks. Okay, so we get measurements for the height. That's good to know. Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Kurain. Ah, and I see they have even included Mount Pony Pony in the poster. Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left? Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive such beauty. No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Okay, yeah, well, the height will play a part. Lady Believe has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that. Okay, can't we wait just a little longer? I haven't discovered everything. I didn't look at everything. I wonder if she'll ever open up. Oh, you're still here. Lady Believe. Mrs. Inley, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes. I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it is not to your wish. No, it's quite all right. If my husband was still with us, he would say... As much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help find the truth, then ask whatever you may. Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Inley call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly so your departure may be just as swift. Yes, of course. We're going to examine the rest. I've already searched you. Yeah, it never takes so long. I thought they'd block me again. Thank you for not. I want to look at the rest of the bits. Isn't this that justice minister I met? Yeah, that's it. That is the dude. But who's the woman in the picture next to him? She looks really important. Could she be the Queen of Korean? What a magnificent altar. Of course it is magnificent. It is for the Holy Mother after all. Oh, he said it out loud, yeah. The Holy Mother, is she that faceless figure there? Such insolence! How do you not know who Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over into the Twilight Realm right this instant? So sorry, it won't happen again. This is why lawyers are so despised. Now listen well, depicting Her Holiness's face is the greatest taboo in all of Koreanism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like. And that includes the members of the royal family. Wow, now there's an unusual custom. It's gotta be one heck of a secret if even the royal family can't know what she looks like. Okay. So So I'm thinking at the moment that the killer would have gone from the inner sanctum to this Mount Pony Peak, because they're highlighting the height difference even in some evidence here. But what I'm not sure on is how this plays a part in that. If it was attempted and didn't work, or that was how they got out from the prison. I'm still thinking that's how they got out from the prison and they used that as a parachute to slow their fall. Okay, trust in me. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. Ah, this is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Oh, finally we see Cyclops. I was wondering when they'd turn up. Oh, these are Cyclops. This means Mrs. Inme is trying to hide something from me. This is the Megatama Mai gave me all those years ago, and it has a really amazing power. Okay, they're introducing, because it's the first time we've seen it in Spirit of Justice. It reacts when someone is hiding something, and allows me to see the Cyclops that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I have to present it and try to unlock them. Yeah. Unlocking all usually allows me to coax truth out of someone. Basically, you gotta present specific evidence for it, which I'm gonna save it. And then see.
Take that!
Let's see. Cyclops. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. Inme thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Mrs. Inme, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. The escaped prisoner, yep. I believe the escaped prisoner killed your husband. He probably thought that your husband would get in the way of his escape plan. But were that the case, wouldn't Maya have been sane as well? Oh, you're right. Guess I'd better find someone else with a possible motive. So you see, Maya must have been the killer. No, that would have been someone else. Oh, so it's not? Are we gonna call it Lady Kira right now? Because that's what we'd have the evidence for. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. See, this is where I'm thinking that the escaped prisoner is Lady Kira in that instance. He heard about the rumors and then leveraged the rumors to be able to disguise himself. Anyway, let's see how that turns out. Ah! She can change the picture! I know not what you speak. Really? Because she even made the front page recently. Quack, 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 quack. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Actually, I have something that doesn't much show why Lady Kira would kill Abbot Inme. Yeah, the warning.
Take that!
This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the high priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Oh. And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Sorry, but I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband. Yep, that's this one.
Take that!
Oh, what's that? It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's got to be some way to prove it. Wait a second, don't you? The envelope and the warning letter have something in common, yep. I think there just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter. There is? Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. The spot in the warning letter proves that it was delivered. There's 3 spots, really, because it was folded over, but I'll just go for that one.
Take that!
The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this, the arrow.
Take that!
They were made by this warbarred arrow, one of the weapons favoured by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Got him. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Then why did you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't. Yeah, the whole fear system doesn't work in their favour when people fear that and then they don't actually reveal the truth to people. Yes, that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect. We are a Kura in this kingdom. As such, rising is up against a monarchy is the same as blaspheming Quranism itself. Your husband was a devout priest of Quranism, and you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes, that makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel, and the rebel hunter would have had a motive? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still, this just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Yeah, the warning. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. And yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, and it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police. Yeah, Zeh'lot's a problem. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel. That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Trusts would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife. No need to fret, my dear. How many pictures of him are in that frame? My only regret is that I left you all alone. Barbed head. That is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Inley, I'm sorry to have bothered you. It's such a difficult time. Don't be silly. I'm happy to if I have helped. Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth. seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. Well, that is the only logical conclusion. Ugh. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abba in me would be Maya. Or, you know, the acolyte Zeh'lot. I forget his first name now already. Is he in here? Probably not yet. Oh no, Puhray Zeh'lot. Yeah. He is in here. I might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. My mother has said what? It seems I must go. Did something happen? Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe. Thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too. How wonderful for you, Miss Inme. Mrs. Inme. I can't seem to say Miss. Right. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honour. Barbed head, you are coming as well. Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you must remain within my sight at all times. She took that upon herself. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now, come along. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I'd better let her have her way this time. Okay. Let's see this. There's the Queen. Welcome, Lady Believe. Iran was the dude. So this is the Queen of Puhray. What is wrong with you, barbed head? Show some respect. Huh? Oh, should I bow or prostrate myself? Oh, Gran is the Queen. I missed that part. Welcome, my Lady Believe. No, it is quite all right. Stay as you are. Mother? Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Now that's what I call a commanding presence. So you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks. Yes, Your Eminence, I am so very honoured to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. Oh, may the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the chamber of prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother. Wow, the Queen is seriously something else. The Parliament, huh? Yeah, that'll be him. Inga. Don't see how that'll do any good. It's Justice Minister Inga. Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Again, have we met? I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day. All right, blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who rolled my daughter down a peg or two. So, right, he would be the king, but this is a matriarchy. Your daughter? Yeah, Rafa. He's Princess Rafa's father? So he's Queen Garan's husband? You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time. You better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You wanna question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. I guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. If we examine the area... Hey, keep your paws off that stuff over there. It's all pretty pricey, more than you could possibly imagine, I'd wager. Look, I can try to look around. Yeah, I better keep my hands to myself, okay. Attorney's badge. Where you get off sticking that thing in my face. You forget who you're dealing with. Don't poke your nose where it don't belong. Do you want to be on the execution list? Great. Okay. Let's talk to him then. I wanted to let you know I'll be the defense lawyer on this case too. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. He's not even reading what's on those pieces of paper, he's just stamping it. Oh, that's interesting. You think it's a cigar, but it's a Sam. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's gonna be different this time. I got Puhray's top prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten that little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? They keep reminding us of it. Blow this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? You lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard. And he knows just the opposite way. Also, shouldn't they also have an equivalent law for the prosecutor then? If the prosecutor fails, they get stuck with the charges that the accused would have been charged with. Or the punishment, sorry. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm going to enforce it. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade, like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy, efficient even. Handy, efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons across me or the Garan administration? They're gonna get just what they deserve. Especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Korean, see? And being that I'm the Queen's husband, that makes me king. No, I'm pretty sure the Queen is the boss around here. Go on, say what you think so I can charge you with lese majesty. I can't get myself arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act. So I don't want to hear any more lip about it. Really? But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. Even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude like one of them dragon dupes. Say, wait, you know what these are? No, what? Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off. What? Yeah, this kingdom's twisted. And tomorrow I have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. If you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on a criminal, are you? Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. I have returned a barbed head. Your benevolence, are you done with the rite? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will help ease her sorrow, even if just a little. So, you have been speaking with my father? Yes, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Puhray, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honoured. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yes, of course. It seems Rafa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to mine now. Okay. Oh, it's you, Nick. Maya, you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing. Let's talk first. Just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh, Princess Rafa overheard me. What idiocy is this? Am it in me? A rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright, I was just raising the possibility. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. She stormed out. Oh, well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the ride. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky. Parachute. That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. Oh yeah, cool, we got to hear why is that. I'll explain later, yep. With Princess Rafe gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? Oh, that! You know all the queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though. In Koreanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority, then, in that case. In that sense. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it, too. Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from a Koreanist style that was brought to the US via Japan. Okay. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Koreanese. It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverged, but I don't really know. So if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens of Korea, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to mine, then I guess that makes Queen Goran and Princess Rafe distant relatives of Maya's. Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Okay, yeah, so some of them did seem involuntary before. So, okay, we can get that. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possess her as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want. Yep. At least I think. Yeah, you can't really practice if you have to hide it. You think. Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. And once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Korean village. That's got to be a lot of pressure. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between their countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Seal Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Yeah. So you've already seen the Plumed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There is not a single person in Korea who does not know of it. Oh, your benevolence, you're back. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So, I have changed my mind, for in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she's backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep, ta-da! Well, what's that? She got a cheat in. It's an ultra-rare Plume Punisher strap! There's only one of them in the whole world! Okay. It was especially made to promote the TV show. Surely they would have made like 100 or something, not just one. Yeah, you're the owner of this strap? Don't tell me you're a Plume Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I've no interest in such things. Right. No, I'm telling the truth. Sure, let's just leave it at that. So, how did you get your hands on that, Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a Plume Punisher fan here in Puhray. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise? You bet, I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Chinese friend was so happy, I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Puhray. Watch this, when you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song. Yeah, just remixed a bit. What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go Daka Don 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 in the intro. Yeah, it's remixed to be slightly different. Right, guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plume Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. It's a combined theme, let's go. I still like the original Steel Samurai theme the best. It's one of those pieces of music that really can't be topped, I don't think, for this context. Not much court action yet. No, it seems to be like we do a stream of the investigation and then we do next time will be the court action. Given the time. I'm totally going to pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's going to be a huge hit. Right, Your Benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plumed Punisher, it might be a bit plumbed up, has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya, and leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. Okay, that's a different one. Temple. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Mr. Wright, Your Benevolence! Yeah, it's Albie, I thought. That's right. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help. Okay, first we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right, it was that rebel hunter, but what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If we could solve that mystery... Right, I can figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, barbed head. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Cura's involvement in this crime, after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence! Your benevolence! While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is, perhaps, a product of my careful monitoring of your every move. I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence. But I am going to prove my innocence within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. Tomorrow I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. That whole seancing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Puhray. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. Okay. Finally, the investigation's done. I think it's a better place to leave this here. Because otherwise we go into another 4 hours of court or more. But let's see the teaser for next time. Yeah. Okay, nothing huge in the start. But hey, we get to see Maya again. Ah, okay. I'm a little bit like... We see Maya and she's immediately arrested again. It could have been something else and Maya was a sidekick again. And it would show how her character's grown over the time. But I guess not. She's sort of stuck being the accused again, which is a bit annoying. But it's still a bit of fun. I think the case is shaping up to look like it'll be fun. Once we see more evidence, we'll be able to form a few more theories, and that'll be good. So for now, I'll leave it. My voice is starting to feel like it's going as well, so I couldn't do too much more doing the voices.